All right, everyone, buckle up. Aston Villa versus Man U is just around the corner. And you know what? The build-up to this match, it's electric. But let's be honest, keeping up with every single injury update, every bit of team news, it's a job in itself.
Absolutely. It's a whirlwind of speculation and rumors.
That's why we're here to cut through the noise. We're diving deep into the must-know Man U injury updates and, more importantly, what they mean for their chances this Sunday.
We're talking potential game changers, folks.
Exactly. And we'll kick things off with some good news. Bruno Fernandes. He's back. That red card appeal. Successful. Big sigh of relief for Man U fans, right?
This is massive for Man U. We're not just talking about a captain here. We're talking about the heartbeat of their attack.
He makes things happen.
Exactly. Fernandes on the pitch is a different Man U. Their goal-scoring threat, their creativity, it all goes up a notch. We're talking a 15% increase in goal conversion when he's pulling the strings.
Wow, 15%. That's huge. So having him back against Villa, that's a serious boost.
Game changer, plain and simple.
Absolutely. Now, while we're on the topic of midfielders, we've got to talk about Mount and Mainu. Mount with that freak double injury, first the hamstring, now this.
You almost wouldn't believe it if you didn't see it yourself.
Exactly. And then there's Mainu potentially making a return. How's that midfield picture shaping up?
Well, losing Mount for any period is tough, but gotta say, Man U's midfield depth is pretty decent. Eriksen, he's more than capable of stepping up. That pinpoint passing, he can dictate a game, and Fred. Don't underestimate his energy. He's everywhere. So, they've got options.
They do, and Mainu's return could be interesting.
He could be a real wild card. If he's fully fit, that versatility could be a real asset for Ten Hag. He can slot in different positions, give them different looks. It'll be interesting to see how Ten Hag uses him.
Definitely a boost. Every player back helps, especially when you look at the longer-term injury concerns for Man U in defense. Shaw, Malacia, Yoro. Those are big gaps to fill week in, week out.
Absolutely. And this is where Villa could really test Man U. Remember how clinical they've been this season? Especially on the counterattack. Bailey and Watkins, that's a potent combination. Bailey with the pace to burn, Watkins with his movement and finishing.
Now let's not forget that Screamer Watkins scored against Liverpool.
Exactly. That's what Man U need to be wary of. They can't afford to give Villa those sorts of opportunities.
It's a fascinating dynamic, isn't it? Man U with all that attacking firepower, but with a defense that's still finding its feet. And Villa, a team that thrives on exploiting any weakness. Knowing all of this, how do you see this match playing out? Does it change your perspective?
It's a tough one to call, that's for sure. But here's something to think about. Does Ten Hag go on the attack? Stick to his principles? Or does he play it safe? Tighten things up at the back? Maybe pack the midfield to try and control the tempo? It'll be really interesting to see his tactical approach.
It will. Such a good point. Ten Hag's got some big decisions to make. Well, there you have it, folks. Our injury deep dive for the big match. It's going to be a cracker. Make sure you let us know your predictions. Are you backing the Red Devils or are you riding with the villains? We'll see you next time.